Welcome to the very first video moto vlog. I have no idea what this is. So, I actually just got these cameras and the microphone, and I am going to attempt to make some videos here. So, I'm on my way to go to a bike meet right now. They actually are having a ride out, which I'm not attending, but I'm going to meet up with everybody at the spot location that they're going. We're going to a Buc-ee's. So I am on my way over there to just go and meet up with everybody and hang out with them for a while. So some of you might have been here from my TikTok page, and if you have, then you know I ride a purple BMW S1000. It's a 2024. I've had this bike for almost 2 years now, and I absolutely love it. This thing was my dream bike. Bought it off the showroom floor, brand new, no miles, and I've really taken it and customized it and made it my own. When we get over here to Buc-ee's, I'll be able to kind of show you a little bit of the exterior of it and what it actually looks like. But what I wanted to, talk about in this video, I think I want to kind of start with, why I started riding and the things that riding has done for me on a mental health perspective. I'm somebody that struggled with chronic depression most of my life. And so, riding has really changed a lot of that for me. It's really given me a different perspective on life, and really just brought a lot of joy to me in the things that I do. Kind of help my day-to-day, because it basically just gave me an outlet. Everybody kind of has their outlets, and everybody has their things that they enjoy doing, and the things that they, like to spend their time doing when you're not working or dealing with children or your family or significant others or whatever the case may be. And riding has really been that outlet for me. And I got into this about 4 years ago now. My first bike was a Ninja 650, and for me personally, I'm older, and that was a perfect starter bike for me. It had enough power to be able to use to commute to and from my job at the time, and had enough power to get me going on the interstate and everything once I got comfortable with it. I went about everything in a way that I consider what I would suggest to most people to do. I took my MSF course, I got that taken care of, got my license, got all my gear purchased before I ever even purchased my motorcycle. And then, once I took my course, it was pretty much just over at that point. I basically started riding all the time. I think that first year, I want to say I put about 4,000 miles on my first bike, which I thought was a pretty good amount for just getting into riding and just starting. I had that bike for a little over a year, and I decided I wanted to upgrade, and I moved up to a ZX6R, and I actually had that for about 3 months, and BMW called me and told me that they had this bike. So I went and bought this bike after that because, like I said, it was my dream bike. It's what I wanted. So I went and got it, and luckily, you know, I was privileged enough with my job to be able to afford it, and so I went and picked it up. I am about to get on the interstate, so I don't know how well the audio is going to be with this, so I may not talk as much until we get over to the area. And then we'll pick this back up at that point. So just enjoy the ride. All right, so we are about here now, and pretty short little trip for me. So we'll get exited off the highway here, and we'll start resuming our conversation. If I can understand why this person's lights are so bright at me. Anyways, kind of recapping what we were talking about. So, I had the opportunity to buy this BMW, and I've taken it and I have turned this thing into, you know, a one of a kind, which I'll kind of show you all here. Had custom fairings made for it, and custom emblems, and just a lot of different things. You know, and it's something that I really wanted to do, and been very fortunate that I've been able to do that. I do actually have multiple other bikes as well that I ride around with for fun, but this one's by far the most enjoyable for me to ride. And you know, it gets a lot of looks and things like that. It's absolutely it's a terrific bike. Definitely not for beginners. Just to throw that out there for anybody that is looking into bikes. This is not a beginner bike. But you know, anybody that is kind of looking into different bikes that they want to get and stuff, this BMW S1000, it's absolutely a bike that I recommend to people. You know, it has heated grips, cruise control. I mean, it's got a lot of comfort features that you find in most of the BMW motorcycles, which a lot of those are kind of those adventure duro dad bikes. You know, they took all of those things and they put them into a sport bike, which you would never really imagine to see. Let's kind of get a little look around here of this thing. So I've had custom seats made, forged carbon fiber all through it and stuff. Get over here where you can kind of see the light a little bit and get down on one of these emblems here. You can kind of see, had these custom emblems made. Reached out to somebody on Etsy actually and had them make it. They did a terrific job with it. Had the fairings all custom made, design that I had come up with. Really like Japanese art, and so cherry blossom theme just really was nice. Anyways, kind of getting back into, you know, why I started riding and the things that it does for me mentally and really kind of helps. You know, it's something that I never thought that I would do. It's something I wanted to do from the time that I was like the age 15 years old. And, you know, my parents wouldn't let me do it. And then as I got a little bit older, you know, I kind of realized that I may have killed myself, you know, kind of doing the young, dumb stuff as a kid. And so I decided to wait and I waited till I was I hit 30 years old, and that's when I started really thinking about it. And I was like, you know what? I really want to do this. So like I said, I took the MSF course. I went through all of that, got all my gear, and then I went and got the motorcycle. And since then, I think I've had 7 different motorcycles in total. Some of them being smaller bikes all the way up to, 1000s. Definitely have some other things that I'm looking to maybe try to get in the future. I really don't even know what I'm supposed to talk about. As you can see, we're at Buc-ee's. This one's called Beach Express one. But yeah, just kind of waiting. I think everybody else is going to probably be here in, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. Anyway, so the other thing that I was kind of bringing up was, what has riding done for my mental health? Like I said, I struggled with some crippling depression growing up, and a lot of that stems from just, family drama, things like that, which, listen, we all have it. We all know, no issues that somebody has or that we've had ourselves. And, everybody goes about it differently. And I was a very quiet person. I always kept my depression a secret. I always kept it to myself. And honestly, I didn't really reach out or speak up about it. Hey, look, here comes everybody. This is the whole group over there. But I didn't reach out. I didn't tell my family about it for almost 20 years. And I struggled in silence. And, motorcycles and riding is something that really changed a lot of my life. For the better. It gave me an outlet. It gave me a place to be able to escape to, and honestly, it really has been just a tremendous thing. And then you find groups of people like this. You find friends like this, and it's just no better way to spend your Friday night or Saturday night or any day of the week. So yeah. We're going to welcome all these people in here. They brought a nice crew tonight. So. Oh yeah. Real nice, real nice. All right, everybody. I'm going to end this first video, and I'm going to hang out with everybody. So, catch y'all later.